and people can say whatever they want. You getting offended, that's your decision.
Yeah.
Because you have to respect the person. At the end of the day, everybody, you can't tell the difference between the bone. How do you raise it like my parents raised them, with very little, I guess, outside sources, where there's tons of outside source telling your kid what he is before he even has a chance to choose.
To develop?
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like, you know, I know
that was long-winded, but I'm sitting there trying to figure out that I grew up in such a different time and mentality. You know, in sports, we're all brothers.
Yo, and as an athlete, I get that, right? Same thing. And even in your differences, there's so much commonality. And I feel like sometimes people spend so much time harping on the negative and the differences that we're missing all the great things that are happening. And so when, you know, you have a young child like you do, yeah, there's major concern about all the bullshit that people are trying to teach. Like, and this is real talk. And I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all ain't nobody gonna want to hear this, but I said what I said. So at the end of the day, you should never force your feelings or your views on anyone. You really shouldn't, right?
What about teachers though? Because
I don't think teachers should. I don't like the thing with critical race theory in schools. I saw that and I was like, I don't know if that needs to be in school. I just don't agree with it. I don't. And, you know, I know, you know, it might be some people get mad at Diva, like, oh, Diva, how can you say that? I said what I said. I don't agree with it. There are other ways to educate our children. And I do think, yes, the school system is required to give them, you know, general logic. You want to switch something, teach our kids finance instead of the other dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things we could be teaching our kids, but critical race theory is not, that does not need to be in school. I get it. But I don't want to keep harping on shit. And for us to move on just as a country, you know what I mean? For us to move on as a country, we got to own it. We fucked up. Let's move on and keep it pushing. We got to keep it pushing. I'm not going to keep complaining with it. I'm not complaining over this shit.
I think one of the earlier things you said is that it's not perfect. I don't know why people think that, or is this a common thing that people think that America is perfect? Nobody ever said it was, or at least I didn't. I said it's the greatest place there is to live in the world.
Which is why everybody's still trying to get here. No, they still trying to get here. We in chaos, and they would rather come across the border and risk their lives than stay where they are.
This is such a touchy subject to talk about for me.
I know, it's cool. I know.
Just the whole thing is because it's just like I'm the pinnacle of bad. I'm a white male.
Oh, wow. Because you white and you got great jaw structure.
Yeah, exactly.
You do have great jaw structure. But you're allowed to talk.
It's frustrating to me because I'm trying to teach, and I want to teach my kid how to do this. And what's great is that I got Mona, who, again, kind of, I don't know what the word would be, but it kind of confirms your beliefs and my beliefs, is that she came from a communist country, from a dirt floor in an outhouse, to America, and made herself a multimillionaire by herself. Boom. Not speaking the language.
Boom.
And then you get kids today that grow up here speaking the language, and they're like, "Wow, I deserve this." And it's like, wow. I've been in Russia for 6 months. I've been in these other countries, and I've seen what the Ukraine is like, and I've seen what it's like, how hard real life is relative to our world. And I always kind of see memes and stuff of these kids, and you work out and I work out, and so you get this all the time. How do you stay motivated? And I'm sitting there going, I got 2 arms and 2 legs that fucking work. Why are you not motivated just because you can?
People don't get motivated until they lose it.
So we're in America. I'm trying to teach my kid the right thing, or at least provide a house, which is great because this house is always full of people coming through here, and
different people.
It's the UN nation right here. It's everybody. The majority of them though are all bigger than, they're large athletes, which is great because that way his table or his ceiling is My dad's 6'2". Oh, so he's short, huh?
Yeah,
Right? That's what I want to hear.
He only weighs 220.
Yeah.
Small man. Small man.
So I think I'm just trying to figure out how your struggles and your livelihood, but how you live mentally, your mindset on being a strong, independent woman, moving forward, your next steps, or how you try to talk to the kids that are at your gym, because you got a lot of kids.
I do.
At your gym.
I do.
They're coming in there. And
do.
again, it's Philly, South Jersey, so you got every race coming through there. What do you say to these kids to try to get them? And they've got to be somewhat motivated because they're coming to a gym.
Yeah.
What else do you tell these people?
You know what it is? I tell them, I live by example, right? I don't want anything from you. I want you to see me and be like, there's Diva. She's doing her thing. Regardless of how you feel about who I am, or who I love, or what I do, you walk in and you say, damn, like, I respect her. She works her ass off, and that's all that matters. Like, I want them to learn that your gayness ain't an issue. You being black ain't an issue. You being poor, that's not an issue. Because you know what? This is all stuff that, like, there are plenty of successful people doing it. You being a shitty human, that's an issue. That's an issue.
They ain't ready for that.
They ain't ready for that.
No, just don't be a shitty human. So a lot of it goes back to like us sitting here and having this conversation. I actually had Heath on my show one night. And
I'm sorry. None of you were ready for that. That's painful.
No, I had Heath on, but it was crazy because I'm black, and he's white. He's very conservative. I'm moderately conservative. People who know me, they say something like, Diva, low key, we think you Republican. Could be, who knows? But but we had a discussion, and everybody who watched it was like, yo, that was interesting. I said, yeah, because we're having a discussion. We're not trying to be extreme. We're not trying to rip each other's heads off. We might not agree on everything, but I respect him. And he respects me, and we're having a discussion. You and I are sitting here having a discussion. These are the discussions that need to happen. Everybody's so busy trying to be famous and extreme that shit's not getting done. So these young kids, it's funny, they don't have any real, like, I don't want to say role models, but they don't realize that you can learn to accept people where they are. And if you don't like them, you just don't deal with them. And that's okay. People don't. This is what I'm talking.
Okay, go.
You're gonna like this. I've been dying to get this out. So Chick-fil-A does not support like LGBTQ stuff, right?
I think we should have Heath on for this one.
Any doc too.
Like they don't support, right? So my whole thing is this: that's their right. What you mad for? That is their right. If they don't want to support LGBT, they don't have to. They're a conservative Christian organization. You don't like it, don't eat the damn chicken. That's it. It's so clear to me. Like,
why is it so simple for you and me? If you're motivated for something, okay, go do it. If you don't like Chick-fil-A because they don't agree with your politics or your beliefs, don't
eat it. That's it.
But why the second step? Why the beatdown? Why the anger on social media?
Because people enjoy being angry. You ever see a depressed person? They just love, and I'm not talking about people with clinical depression. So before y'all jump on me and try to rip my head off, I'm not talking about mental health. I'm talking about people who just always angry, always mad. They enjoy that space. They enjoy the negativity. They get off on it. So as soon as they see something they can jump on, instead of being rational, they'd rather be angry. Why? Because I can be angry, I can tweet, I can post, I can stir up shit. That's what they do. So
it seems so just
but that's the thing.
Logical.
It is not logical. But are we in a logical place?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff I see, like we were talking about, me and my friends were talking about cancel culture, right? Okay. I was like, yo, if somebody says some stuff is just a damn joke, it's just a joke. Now you can't even make a joke.
Comedians.
Like, I don't even know how they're comedians anymore. Because everything that was funny is like, well, now that's offensive. It's a freaking joke. This perpetuates stereotypes. There are some things that are stereotyped. I'm sorry, all drug dealers move and vibe a certain way on the block. Or if you make it, when they make fun of certain voices, you look at shows like The Simpsons and freaking American Dad, they do that shit all the time. It's funny. We get it. But now you can't even make a joke without somebody ripping your head off. Shit, I want to get my head ripped off today, but they can come see me. Y'all can come look. Y'all can come to my gym. We can have a conversation any day. I ain't an internet warrior. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, people just, they're so extreme. They don't want to just have a conversation. And if you don't agree with somebody and you don't like their policies or you don't like the way they vibe, you just don't deal with them. You don't have to be an asshole. Just don't deal with them. That's it. I don't understand why the outrage. Like, why is everybody in outrage?
I think for you and me, especially you and me, I think that we don't have that kind of time. We don't have that kind of time. That, like you said, you got here to LA and we got a nice workout in one day, but I haven't seen you in the next couple of days because you're meeting.
Yeah.
And so you're doing you and you're doing what's best for you. And sometimes I'll get caught up in something and I'll get hit in the head by Mona because she's like, there's 100 things that you could be doing right now, being more productive instead of doing what you're doing. And it's like, nice. And so I'm not saying you guys don't get caught up sometimes. I admit that I get caught up sometimes, but it's quickly comes back to me that there's much more productive stuff that I can do that's beneficial because the griping, like Kevin Hart said, he said, the sun's going to come up tomorrow with or without you.
Yeah,
don't matter.
Big facts.
Don't matter. And then
big facts.
I love what Jordan Peterson said is just basically work on yourself first, get that correct before you start moving on to other stuff or outside of your house. And I like that too, because our whole point is us working on ourselves to try to master ourselves, as Bruce Lee would say.
Yes.
And then from there, then we can control so much more. And people can say whatever they want. You getting offended, that's your decision.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to respect the person to technically get offended. Am I correct on that? For me,
I know what you mean.
I would have to respect the person.
You can't even triple and I can't even put energy into the shit. Like I can't. I don't have it. The stuff people are upset about and angry about, I'm not getting angry about that. I tell in my life coaching program, I tell people you want to live your best life there, right? That's it. That's all you can do. Now, putting energy into shit weighing you down, that's not going to help you win. You know, you have to master you, and nobody can do that but you. But if you spend time getting caught up in everything around you and letting all the negativity and social media consume you, how are you going to win? You get lost. You don't even know who you are anymore.
What is 2 tricks or 2 techniques, if you know of any,
Sure.
that maybe work for you? Because I got a couple, I think, that keeps you focused on the here and now and what's important relative to getting sidetracked, and maybe you got some I don't know, not demons, but like things that take up your time. It's like, this is probably not the best thing for me to be doing right now. But what are some things that you have that you maybe could tell these people that, hey, maybe try this trick or this trick to get something going? No, you're okay.
Okay. So one thing I do to just honestly stay focused, because a lot of you guys, especially you young guys, y'all not focused. Y'all scattered. Y'all still caught up in this so much. Y'all all over the place. You watching too much. You're absorbing things that distract you. One of the things I do to stay focused, and I've been very good about this, is in the morning, my phone is like far away. Phone is off. First thing I do is I wake up, I have some gratitude, say thank you, you know what I mean? And I read and get into my day. I don't wake up and let things hijack my thoughts. So when it comes to getting focused, don't let things hijack
your thoughts.
Hijack your thoughts. Because think about it. If I wake up and start scrolling and the first thing I see is cute dogs, all right, the rest of the day I'm happy, but now I'm on the dopamine's kicking in. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. How many more cute dogs can I see? You don't realize it, but you do that. So this thing, I put it away. So I can just have that moment of gratitude. And then I make a schedule. A lot of people don't have a schedule.
When you got your schedule, is that written down?
Yeah, I write mine down. I keep it in the phone, boom, and I have a journal. I didn't bring my briefcase with me because I didn't go back to the hotel, but I have a journal. Oh, I need one of those. I have a journal. I write things down.